Scott Pilgrim lives in Toronto. Cold streets, small apartments, loud garages, nothing special. Just another broke 22-year-old playing bass in a garage band called Sex Bomb, dreaming bigger than his life actually is. His days are simple: band practice, video games, crashing on Wallace's couch, late nights arguing about music that'll probably never make money. It's messy, lazy, comfortable. Scott's not really growing. He's just coasting. And somehow, he's dating a high school girl. Knives Chow, sweet, innocent, totally obsessed with him. It's easy, no pressure. Because with Knives, Scott never has to try. Then one night, he sees her. Ramona Flowers, bright hair, rollerblades, walking like she doesn't belong to this world. And just like that, Scott's brain short circuits. For the first time in his life, he actually wants something. So he does the dumbest thing possible. Orders random packages just to meet her at the door. Shows up awkward, stumbles over words. But somehow, she doesn't walk away. And now Scott's in deeper than he expected. But dating Ramona comes with baggage. 7 evil exes. And the first one literally crashes through the ceiling mid-concert. Matthew Patel, demon hipster, fireballs, backup dancers. Yeah, this is Scott's life now. The fight's chaotic, mystic flames, flying kicks. Scott barely keeps up, mostly panicking and swinging. But one lucky combo later, Patel explodes into coins like a video game boss, and somehow, Scott wins. After that, things feel weirdly normal again. Scott and Ramona actually start dating. Late walks, quiet talks. For once, it feels real. But Scott can't relax, because now he knows another ex is coming. Next up, Lucas Lee, Hollywood action star, stuntman legend. The kind of guy Scott would have hated in high school. Big, famous, effortlessly cool. Basically everything Scott isn't. Scott can't outfight him, so he outsmarts him. Baits Lucas into a stunt challenge, grinding rails faster and faster until Lucas wipes out so hard he literally defeats himself. No punch needed. Back at practice, the band's buzzing. They're landing gigs, getting tighter. Life feels like momentum. Ramona's around more, laughing, teasing him, and Scott starts thinking, maybe this whole crazy thing is worth it. Then comes Todd Ingram, bass player, vegan, psychic powers, super strength, telekinesis. Basically Scott, but upgraded. Todd tosses him around like nothing, punches that crack walls. Scott can't win straight up, so he stalls until the vegan police show up and revoke Todd's powers. Instant defeat. Luck saves him again, but outside the fights, things aren't perfect. Knives is hurt. Ramona's distant some days. Scott realizes relationships aren't bosses you just defeat. They're messy, complicated, and he's starting to feel that weight. Then Roxy appears, Ramona's mysterious ninja ex. Fast, silent, deadly. This one's different because it's not Scott's fight. It's Ramona's past catching up hard. Roxy moves like a shadow, teleporting, striking, disappearing. Scott barely understands what's happening. Ramona has to guide him through it. Together, they finally land the hit. It's their first fight as a team. After that, something changes. Scott and Ramona feel closer, like they're actually partners now. Not just a guy chasing a girl, but 2 people choosing each other. The next exes don't crash through windows. They don't throw punches. They send an invitation, a battle of the bands. Kyle and Ken Katayanagi, Ramona's tech genius twins, quiet, expressionless. The kind of guys who don't fight fair because they don't fight at all. They let the music do the fighting. Backstage, it finally hits Scott. This isn't just his problem anymore. Sex Bomb isn't background noise. They're part of this fight too. Kim on drums, Steven on guitar. For once, it's not Scott versus an ex. It's the band versus the world. The twins press play, bass drops, speakers shake, and out of pure sound, 2 massive neon dragons rip through the air. Coils of light, teeth snapping, tearing across the stage like living storms. Not music anymore. Weapons. So Scott turns to his band. No tricks, no running. Just play. They hit one chord, raw, loud, messy. Sex Bob Ohm's sound explodes outward and forms something huge, a towering monster, fuzzy, screaming, ape-like, a garage rock gorilla made of pure noise. Dragon versus beast, riffs crashing like punches, drums hitting like shockwaves. The twins barely react, then explode into coins like the rest. Just like that, it's over. Not because Scott carried them, but because the band finally played together. But the victory doesn't last. Ramona leaves. No argument, no goodbye. She just walks back to the one name Scott hasn't faced yet. Gideon Graves, the final ex, the one behind everything. And suddenly, Scott isn't chasing a girl anymore. He's about to lose her. So Scott shows up at the Chaos Theater. Snow falling, empty streets, neon lights flickering. Inside, Gideon waits like a final boss, calm, smiling, like he already knows how this ends, like Scott never had a chance. Scott steps forward and finally says it out loud. I'm fighting for her. And then, light bursts from his chest. A sword forms in his hands. The power of love. Not skill, not strength, just pure, reckless devotion. And he charges. At first, it works. Scott cuts through guards, swings harder than ever, but Gideon doesn't panic. He just pulls a sleek katana from his cane, smooth, precise, and with one clean strike, shatters Scott's sword, then runs him through. Game over. Everything fades. Scott wakes up alone. Endless desert, silent sky, like a glitch between lives. That's where Ramona finds him. Not angry, not cold, just honest. And she finally tells him the truth. Gideon didn't win her back. He controlled her. A chip, right at the back of her neck, messing with her head, pulling her back whenever she tried to leave. Then it hits him, the extra life, the one he earned earlier. And just like a game, Scott respawns. Back at the theater, back before the fight. Second chance, same boss. But now, he understands what he's really fighting for. This time, it's different. Not I need her, not don't leave me. This time it's, I deserve better. Light flashes again. Another sword forms. Bigger, sharper, the power of self-respect. And somehow, it feels stronger. Gideon attacks again. But Scott's not alone. Knives jumps in first, fast, fearless. Ramona follows. Gideon stumbles, panicking now, swinging wild. Scott steps in, one final slash, and Gideon explodes into coins. Just like the rest, the league is over, the game is finished, the snow keeps falling outside, the chaos finally quiet. Knives smiles, lets Scott go, because she knows his heart already chose. Ramona takes his hand. A small door appears in the dark. No promises, no guarantees, just forward, and together, they walk through it.